Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Arisa Nabila and I'll be explaining about laboratory hamsters. Within the order Rodentia, laboratory hamsters are characterized by their continuously growing incisors. The species frequently used in laboratory settings is the Syrian hamster, also known as the golden hamster. Scientific name is Mesocricatus auratus. This species is native to the arid regions of northern Syria and southern Turkey. Let's look at the anatomy and physiological characteristic of hamsters. They are mostly active at night. This means they sleep during the day and wake up as the sun sets. Their activities include foraging, exploring, and exercising during nighttime hours. This nocturnal behavior is an adaptation to avoid predators and extreme daytime temperatures in their natural habitats. Moving on, hamsters' cheek pouches extend from the head to the neck area and are used to carry and store food or nesting material. A female also uses her cheek pouches to carry or conceal her young. Often, persons unfamiliar with this feature will report that the hamster has swellings or lesions in the throat area when they have observed a hamster with full pouches. Continue on, hamsters have thick bodies and short tail. Sebaceous scent glands are located on the dorsal flank along the spine. These are present in both sexes but are more prominent in males. When the hair is removed, these glands are visible as dark areas of the skin. These glands are stimulated by androgens and the secretions are used to mark territory and are involved in sexual behavior. The body temperature of hamsters is between 37 and 39 degrees Celsius. Their respiratory rate ranges from 50 to 135 breaths per minute. Their heart rate is 325 to 560 beats per minute. Daily, they consume 8 to 10 milliliters of water and 8 to 12 grams of food per 100 grams of body weight. Sexing of hamster is based upon anogenital distance. Males have a greater distance between the anus and urogenital opening than females. The genital papilla is more prominent in males than females. The testicles can be retracted into abdomen, so an opposite sex comparison is advisable and compare animals of similar age. The average litter size of laboratory hamsters is 4 to 12. The gestation period ranges from 15 to 22 days. Hamsters are weaned at 21 to 28 days old. Adult males weigh between 80 and 150 grams, while females weigh 90 to 160 grams. The lifespan of a laboratory hamster is 2 to 3 years. In a single standard rat cage, you can house up to 2 adult hamsters of the same sex if it's not a breeding cage. Alternatively, you can house 1 breeding male and 1 breeding female, or 1 breeding female with 1 litter. The total weight of all hamsters in the cage should not exceed 400 grams. Each cage should include enrichment such as nesting material, 1 shelter, 1 running wheel, and chewing devices. The feed pallet must be able to fall through the slot to the floor of the cage. This is required because the hamster's muzzle is as broad as they would be forced to chew from both sides of the metal strip feeder, which can lead to broken teeth and starvation. A continuous supply of fresh, clean water is required. Water delivered via stainless steel sipper tubes is most desirable. Water should be available to young hamsters when they begin to consume dry food. Hamster stomachs are different from other rodents as they are divided into 2 compartments, the non-glandular forestomachs, the red arrow, and the glandular stomachs, the blue arrow. The tissue of the forestomachs is similar to the gut of tissue of ruminants, so it may play a similar role in microbial fermentation of cellulose. For respiratory system of hamster, they have limited glandular structures are found in the conductive airways. The lung lobe consists of a single lobe on the left and 4 lobes on the right. Lobes of the hamster lung include the cranial lobe, middle lobe, caudal lobe, intermediate lobe, caudal accessory lobe, and the left lobe. The average total weight of hamster's brain is 1.4 grams. The cerebral hemisphere consists of large frontal, lateral, and occipital lobes. The pons and medulla oblongata are longer than wide. The hamster has 8 cervical, 13 thoracic, 6 lumbar, 3 sacral, and 2 to 3 quarter pairs of nerves. Nerve plexus are located in the cervical, brachial, and lumbosacral areas. Proper handling of hamsters is quite different from handling mice and rats due to differences in anatomy. Do not startle the animal and let it know your presence prior to handling, especially if the hamster is sleeping. The easiest and most common technique used for routine handling is to scoop the animal either with cup hands or with a tube. You can grasp the hamster around the head and the shoulder and continue closing your hand until you feel the bunching of the skin but without squeezing its body. The skin over the chest and abdomen should be taut. However, the animal should be able to breathe without any difficulty. Second method, you can place your first and second fingers on either side of the head, grasping the head with your knuckles and positioning the forelegs of the hamster between your adjacent fingers. An interesting fact about hamsters is that hamsters are banned in Hawaii. Given their high reproductive rate and the fact that Hawaii's climate is similar to the hamster's native habitat, these creatures are illegal in Hawaii. Hamsters could quickly establish large colonies in the state if they ever escape into the wild, which would pose a problem for agriculture and other native species. Moving on to other interesting facts. Constructing a maze for them to navigate, getting a hamster ball, or putting them in a safe and closed area with hamster toys will keep them happy. A hamster's teeth are constantly growing. To keep them at their healthy length, provide plenty of chew toys and chew sticks to help naturally wear them down. Hamsters are used in oncology studies because they can develop tumor types that other models, particularly the mouse, are less to develop, such as pancreatic adenoma and respiratory tract tumors. Diabetes can be experimentally induced in hamsters by approaches such as dietary modification or use of chemical agents. Chemical agents such as alloxan are commonly used to induce diabetes in animal models. Syrian hamster is commonly used as a model for cholesterol gallstone, which can be induced by excess dietary cholesterol. The metabolism of cholesterol in the hamster is similar to humans. Hamster can also be experimentally infected with Leishmania donovani by intracardiac injection under anesthesia or intraperitoneal injection of mastigotes. All cages must have a cage card for identification. For temporary markings, use non-toxic permanent markers to write numbers, bars, or other distinguishable marks on the ears for short-term individual identification. If the marking needs to last more than a week, it should be repeated at least twice a week. Ear punching or notching cannot be used on rodents under 2 weeks of age. To perform this method, restrain the animal securely and use an ear punch to create holes or notches in the ears according to an identification chart. When using ear tags for identification, ensure that they are appropriate size. Rinse the tag in 70% alcohol before use. Place the tag low on the pinna so that it rests against the hamster. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.